Oh, hi everyone and welcome to today's episode of the Heroes of Humblewood. We'll be getting a recap very shortly, but before we do, first, please buckle in and get ready for a mystery episode. I've got a few links and things to talk to you about, and then we'll go around the table and introduce all of these amazing players. So let's hop straight in. First of all, please check out our social links. You can find Discord, Twitter, and YouTube all there. There's no such thing as social distancing. We're simply physically distancing, and you can do so with these tools. Keep the not the socialism. That's not the right word. Keep the socializing up using these tools. You don't have to be socially distant. You can just be physically distant. Also, check out our Twitter. We put out regular content every day, somewhere between 6 and 11 tweets for your enjoyment. And YouTube, if you want to fill some of your quarantine time, head over to YouTube and you'll find somewhere in the region of 6,000 hours of content for you to fill your time with. Also, check out our sign-up form. If you want to get into a game very much like this one, head over to the sign-up form, get your name down, and I will get you on our list. I know that our list currently is longer than we have spaces in this season, but don't worry. In July, I'm going to be planning our viewer games around the times denoted in that list. So get your name in, get your time zones available to me, and we'll get you a game as soon as we can. We have some sponsors today. First of all, the Deck of Many Things. You may have seen us using their Deck of Many Things here on the show, the animated deck there. It may or may not have been played a few times this season already, maybe some more. It is a donation reward. And get hype, everyone, because they have a new Kickstarter, which was funded in 15 minutes, and is currently at, I think it was 150, 250% funded. It's level 6 to 9 SRD animated spells and a deck of animated tarot cards. And I believe they're going to be uploading more stretch goals as we go. So head on over, check it out, be the first to get your hands on those wonderful new products. Also check out Mage Hand Press for all of your expansion requirements for 5e. You can find us playing their Fayfolio expansion on Wednesdays at 6 PM EDT. That's their Feywild expansion. They also have a very popular space expansion called Dark Matter, which is fully balanced for 5e as well. All of their PDFs are currently 25% discount, so for once, don't use my special code. Use theirs, because the discount's bigger. Also, we are sponsored by Hero Forge. If you like magical multi-hued miniatures, you should head over to them and check out these. Now, these aren't actually available yet. They're not going to be available for a couple of months. But if you like the look of them, if you tune in on Wednesdays at 2 PM EDT, you can see us playing with the Hero Forge 2.0 miniature color creator. This is not a painted mini. This is printed in colored resin, and it looks phenomenal. Lastly, but most certainly not leastly, Dungeon Fog for all of your map making requirements. Head over and check out Dungeon Fog. They've got a top-down map maker where you can create all kinds of terrains and buildings, and they've got a wide variety of items that you can also drop in as features and objects in your map. As you drop items into your map, your GM notes update for you automatically. So go and check it out. When you like it, when you love it, and you want to access more of their premium features, use our discount code Scratticus for a 10% discount. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start this week with Temple.
Hello, everybody. I'm Blind Temple at Blind Temple on Twitter. I help with blind accessibility needs and help the sighted understand the blind. So if you got a question, you can just send me a DM and ask. This coming Monday, I'll be doing an Ask Me Anything on Twitter. So you can, if you ever had any question you were curious about but afraid to ask, you can send it to me on Twitter and I'll let you know, if I know. And, oh, and I got Dungeon Fog and have been using it, and it is really cool. You should try it.
Fantastic. And also, coming up on the 23rd, Temple's going to be running a game right here on the channel. They're going to be running a game of D&D at 11 PM EDT on the 23rd, and I believe Jess is going to be in it. But before we go around and get to Jess, let's carry on around the screen to Mark and What? Mark, how you doing?
Hey, everybody. It's excited to be on here. I don't really have a whole lot to pitch. I'm an art teacher. I play a lot of Earth Dawn and a lot of, well, not a lot of, I play some 1879, which kind of takes the place of Shadowrun in the Earth Dawn universe. So if you were to follow me on Twitter, that's mostly what you'd wind up learning about.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'll put your Twitter handle in chat there so people can find you. And next round we have Paul Kiter, a name from chat, I believe. Oh, hi, Paul. Welcome on in. Oh, you're muted again. Oh. Bear with, chat. It's been... we're not quite sure why the Zoom keeps dropping Mark's mic, but... not Mark's mic. Paul's mic. No, still can't hear you. Still nothing. Yeah, no. I saw you mute and then unmute. Is it perhaps still picking up the wrong microphone? Is it picking up? No, I can't. Try switching to desktop maybe again? We could hear you at least then. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, hi, Paul.
Okay. Hi. Now that half the session's over, my name's Paul Kiter. You can find me on Twitter at Paul_Kiter, Keiter. I don't have much going on in the way of projects now. I've in the past I have contributed to Uncaged, the Volume 3. If you follow me on Twitter, you usually see a lot of gaming and D&D references, unless I go into work mode and bore everyone with physics.
Fantastic. We're excited to have you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Last, but most certainly not least, Jess at go_JG.
So good, so clear, so even-tempered. Yes, take a bow. Amazing. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Jess. You can find me online in all the places at go_JG, which, if it helps you notice, it's just my initials. So it's like go, Jess, go, whatever. But I play...
Why have you never told me that before?
maybe you'll stop calling me IG. It's okay. It's amazing. Oh, okay, I'm ready. I'm good. Thank you for this. I'm done now. Goodbye. Gosh, I play Sunny. They use they them pronouns. They are a slightly cursed little mouse fighter. Only slightly cursed, you know, like it's I'm sure it's not too bad. I get a real cool magic sword out of the deal. I just also, and I can't die until I really die. So, you know, that's pretty sweet. Very excited for this mystery. We already discussed that Red and Sunny are probably going to be like Shaggy and Scooby in this scenario. So good luck to us, chat. You'll probably solve the mystery first. Help us, please.
Yeah, that's right. Jess's character Sunny did pick up a cursed sword last week, and some of you will recognize it as the Sword of Vengeance, but with a slight twist in there affecting maximum HP. So, while I set up the Wild Magic Surges currently being rolled in chat, thank you very much, everyone. We've already hit 10 retweets. I need at least one more surge in there. Who would like to do the recap? Jess, you spoke first. Thank you for volunteering.
Yeah, I could try. I could try to do it. So last week, we had a really amazing time warps double part episode where we kept moving back and forth between the I want to say the avium it's like a fancy
Yeah.
library, the fancy bird library, I'm gonna say, with Cheeks, the Gerbine, and Professor Ostis, the fancy Vulpin, who were an amazing duo. There was some spooky stuff happening over at the school. Meanwhile, Red and Sunny were in an ongoing, very vicious battle with a scary bandit captain and a large number of little thievy bandits, and it wasn't looking good for them. And then as a result, it didn't go good for them, and we both Red got knocked out, and then Sunny should have also got knocked out, but somehow kept not dying, and suddenly their sword got real hungry, and that happened. So we both ended up passing up, but Red came back. Red came to and tried to revive Sunny, and could barely, with all the potions available and all the magic within him, could only just bring Sunny to to a safe point of not deadness. The technical term for it. And we eventually made it into the school where the times came back together, the mystery that was happening in the avium, and what was happening between Sunny and Red, and what had happened the week before with Red. And we got a letter and a weird spooky poem that warned us about stuff to come. And we were told we had to go to the forest alone. We got a letter that said we had to come to the forest alone because someone knew where these missing pages were. And that's kind of the cliffhanger we ended on.
Perfect timing. Just as I got the vote away there, everyone. The vote is live. Our options are: a unicorn appears near Red. Maiden glows with bright light that shines for 30 feet for the next minute. A Modron appears near Umir. Or, since you all rolled nearly exactly the same number for the last few rolls, a Modron appears near Sunny.
two Modrons.
Personally, I have some ideas for the unicorn. Just saying.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
So yeah, it said
Red gets a new mount.
It's a full-size unicorn. We can all fit on that, right?
The Forest Terrarium. Central Building. East Wing. Midnight. Come alone. I know where the missing pages are. Let's introduce our guest characters this week. We're at the university, the Avium University. Where might we find Umir?
Umir would be found at the nurse's office. He is an assistant to the nurse, helping take care of injured students when he's not busy out exploring and talking to nature.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You will, of course, be aiding with Sunny and the sword with which Sunny has a firm grip on. And the nurse is exhausted. She's been working away. Not only is she working with Sunny, a hero of Alderheart, and God knows what the repercussions would be if a hero of Alderheart was to die on Avium grounds. But also, there have been a number of attacks occurring in the last few weeks around the Avium. People getting injured with claw marks and just seeming really weak, as though they're physically drained. Really weird. We're coming into the last few minutes of the vote, everyone. You would be summoned almost certainly to go and check on Sunny. At night before Sunny would be planning to go out to the garden. If Sunny is planning to go out to the garden. We'll get to that in a short second. Where might we find Maiden?
So Maiden is a visiting student So he might be found either in the library doing some independent study, or he might be pestering his favorite professor, who is probably tired of all the questions.
What do you study?
Well, I have some magical abilities, but I'm most interested in learning about the different threats that could be that the wilds could pose to villages on the floor. I'm a Vulpin. I'm not one of the bird folk.
Fantastic. So a hot topic right now, literally, as everyone is very concerned with fire beasts. You will have been pulled away from whatever you were studying as a budding expert in the field, and they will be trying to get your expertise, your dissertation, if that's what you're working towards, to focus on the giant mountainous creature of fire that has appeared in the west, destroying large sections of forest. Now, you will have had detailed descriptions of this creature, so you may have some description of what they look like. Fortunately, I can help you with that. I say confidently as I look for the right page.
I believe in you.
Is it at the back? Is it the front?
It's a big fire mountain that walks.
There it is. A huge fiery mountain, like a skeleton made of bones. It stands hundreds of feet high. Its bottom a tornado of raging flames with molten stonework that appears to make features and limbs. Anyone with any expertise on anything, they're trying to pull in on this. With your expertise on things that feast on the ground, they will probably be steering your attentions towards ember bats. Though the professor may have also privately contacted you to ask you about skeletal folk. Now, you know that the library and the university, they have a necromancy teacher, and the necromancer, they don't employ servants or anything like that to keep costs down. They use skeletons. Skeletons keep most of the books and the hallways clean and all of that sort of thing. However, recently people have been receiving attacks from these creatures. And it would seem that the professor was last night arrested on the grounds that she is causing these attacks.
Huh.
So I think it's reasonable that you would also be near Red and Sunny, as they would almost certainly be near the professor. Sunny, Red, as this new student and the nurse's assistant approach you, give us a description. How do you look?
Red is a small red-tailed hawk raptor, wears red leather armor, has a big long bow that's like 50% taller than he is, 2 daggers at his waist. He's determined to be a big damn hero, no matter the cost, and he's just discovered the cost this last episode. So.
I made pouty face. You made me sad.
Aw.
I'm just remembering Red's little speech at the end of the last episode. Oh, it's so sad. Sunny is Gerbine, which is basically like a little tiny mouse, but they are very full of bluster and definitely always puffing out their chest if they think someone is stepping up on them. They tend to carry far too much stuff. They have a big old backpack, and you can hear it like ding 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 ding. There's just so many weapons in it. There's like a short sword attached to one like hip and a dagger on the other one, and literally physically in their hand, probably like having to be hefted up because they now have to carry. Either they're dragging it or they're holding it over their shoulder because it is now physically undetachable from their hand. Is a great sword that is larger than them that they have used to fell many a creature.
And as you approach, let's have. I think maybe Maiden might be passing nearby. Let's have Umir. Umir, you're distinctly coming to check on Sunny. Let's get a description of Umir as they enter the room.
Sure. So Umir stands about 3.5 feet tall. He's a hedge, specifically a pangolin. So he has light yellowish brown scales covering his body and a kind of long nose. His clothes all look a little bit wrinkled and probably have a little bit of dirt on them from spending so much time outside. So yeah, that is who approaches you.
And how is Sunny doing?
Sunny is probably like trying to itch their palm, like because there's literally a thing attached to them. Like, gosh dang, stupid sword! Like, I love you and all, but this is really annoying. You can just get out.
It's interesting, actually, Sunny. What I'm gonna say is, it's interesting. Like, you don't have to stay firmly gripped. You did while you were sleeping, and while you sleep, you do have to stay firmly gripped. But you can let go of the sword as long as you aren't intending to drop it. It's super weird and magic. So you could, for example, twirl it around your hand, but you can't deliberately let go of it.
Okay. So then maybe, I mean, I think they're still scratching their hand, but like they probably have it like rested up on them. Like they probably are like almost hugging it with one arm so it doesn't feel ignored. It's basically a sentient creature now. This is my pet sword.
It's your snuggle.
Like, yeah.
You're precious.
My precious baby. Hi. Are you one of the doctors here? Do you have like a cream that, my hand is real itchy.
I help here. I'm not a doctor. I think I can find. We got some creams. I can make something with some of the herbs that and the plants we have around here that helps with that itch.
I'd really appreciate it. I mean, look at this, and like I think their paws all red.
Yeah, maybe don't scratch so
but
much.
it's so itchy now. How else do I deal with that?
So we'll go find some sort of cream or salve and bring it to Sunny.
Yeah, by all means, everything is reasonable that you'd have some creams and salves on you. This is kind of the essential equivalent of what my dear mum used to call magic cream. Does it actually do anything? Who knows? But it's certainly it's something that Sunny can apply. And Sunny, you feel better about your hand.
I mean, thanks so much, Doc. I really need this to work. This is my good fighting hand. I need this one.
I think it's reasonable that Red and Sunny would have stayed near the professor in the last few hours, perhaps questioning her. Okay. Maiden, you were sent to find the professor, and I believe they are currently, while Sunny is scratching their hand intently, perhaps Red is still questioning Professor Nightseed, who is the necromancy expert. You can enter. Before you do, I'll let you know, Red, that as you've been questioning Professor Nightseed, she knows nothing of the Necronomicon Ex Corvus or any of the missing pages. And like, no matter what line of questioning, you can't catch her in a loop. I think you insight checked her last week, and she seems to genuinely not know what you're talking about. She does admit to tampering with the skeleton servitors, but she insists that her work would have saved money and was not evil. Not good necessarily, but definitely not evil. That's what you've got. So, Maiden, let's. How do you look as you enter the room?
Maiden is a Vulcan. He's coyote, sort of indubitably. He's got that sort of tan color, the big ears. He's sort of a medium height. He's got his most distinguishing feature are just glittering green eyes. He has scholar's robes that he's obviously puts a lot of pride into, but they're a little ragged. His left arm ends just below the elbow. He doesn't use a hook or anything because they chafe, and he just doesn't. They make his palms, his stump sweaty, and he comes in. He always kind of stands as tall as he possibly can, even though it's not very tall for a Vulcan. He comes in and says, "Well, how are we all doing today?"
I'm doing just fine. We got a lot of problems going on here.
Yes, I understand there was a bit of excitement.
Yeah, there's ghost-looking things coming up out of the floor, and the Sonny, they just woke up, and it's all a mess. I don't know. And the necro magic her doesn't know anything that's going on, and I thought they were the bad guy.
Oh, she's seemed like a reasonable professor the entire time I've been here. I don't think she's a bad person.
Well, I'll take your word for it. I can't catch her in anything.
Well, if it comes to that, we'll have to deal with that, I suppose, but I think the problem may be elsewhere.
Oh, I just thought of something. Sonny, here. And Red starts taking off his leather armor.
Oh, what? What?
Unbuckles it, pulls it up over his head, throws it into Sonny's arms, then plops down on the ground and starts pulling off his boots.
What are you doing, Red?
Boot, and then takes off the other boot and hands you that. There, you need that. That's magic now.
Well, but what are you gonna wear?
I shoot arrows at people. I can stand way back. You gotta go up in front. You got that sword thingy that's gonna get you stuck full of holes. You need that armor more than I do.
Okay, well, this is like magic.
Yeah.
You're good magic though, not like because we've had some bad
good.
run-ins.
Well, I was able to take it off and it didn't eat my head or nothing.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, why don't we trade then? And Sonny starts taking off their leathers and gives you their non-magic leather so that you don't have no armor. So we're standing here.
Them boots is magic because, not to offend, but you're kind of noisy when you walk around with all the clanky stuff. That'll make you quieter than a snake on tiptoes.
Wait, does this a snake? Hang on, a snake. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, there.
I'm gonna throw in as well. Your only experience of snakes, they ain't little things. I mean, your only experience of snakes is the 15 feet wide.
The one that ate me.
But it was very quiet.
It was pretty quiet. Okay, I'll give you that.
There.
Until it
wasn't. I didn't get to investigate its toes, so I cannot say.
So my analogy stands.
Your analogy works for me. I cannot argue. Okay. So is this like a +1 leather armor?
+1 leather armor,
Thank
boots
you.
of elven kind.
Dang, I'm gonna grab them out of the...
And being magical now, they will shrink to your body to fit you.
Amazing! Yeah, so I'll trade Red to have my regular leather so that you don't have no armor.
Being non-magical Red, these give you no mechanical disadvantage, but they feel a little tight.
Yeah. I won't tighten the straps all the way up. So there'll be a little gap on the sides.
Yeah, because they're for a mouse, not a bird. But we're both small, so it's fine. We're both very similar height-wise. Just different bodies.
Don't get hurt.
I mean, that's I might get hurt like a little, but this will make me get hurt less, which is the ideal.
I'm gonna be watching you.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, Red.
So sharing the information. There are no leads from the necromancer. The only lead it seems you have is the note. Would you like to share it with your new friends? And also, perhaps give Umir a reason not to return to the night thing? I'll let you think of something great.
Well, here.
Just palm that one off.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have it
here.
written down?
Can either of you make head or tails of this? Do you know where this place is? I'll let them see the note.
The forest terrarium? I believe we've done some studies there. But why at midnight? It's closed at midnight. No one will be there. It might be locked.
Well, that's all right. Sonny's got a great big old lockpick right there.
Oh my!
Yeah, you know, I can break some locks, and if not the locks, the doors. So.
And this will lead us to the next step in our mystery.
I think so. Either that or it's a trap.
Well, 50-50.
I mean, you can still, you know, figure stuff out from a trap. It's better than nothing.
That's
The
right.
worst thing, the worst scenario is if we go there and there's nothing.
Well, you know, we won't be any less informed than we are now.
That's true.
We gotta go snoop around over there. I bet money it's just the old terrarium keeper over there in a mask.
You just have to pull it off like that? Pull it over your head?
Yeah.
And
knows?
I've
See
got
those
it.
mysteries.
Umir, that cream you applied, you've just remembered that there is a certain strain of people. It's something about them that if they use that cream, they should be monitored for the next, 3 hours, in case they break out in a vicious rash that could affect their breathing and all sorts of things.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we need to make
Seamless.
sure Sonny's okay.
Yeah, I think the nurse would have heavily impressed on you the importance of no one, not especially one of the heroes of Alderheart, dying in your care. That's.
I hope this isn't like Chekhov's cream or Chekhov's rash. That the Game Master's mentioned it. It's inevitable.
Don't make any rash decisions. Oh.
I saw that too. I saw.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Very good.
It
Okay.
definitely wouldn't look good on your resume if the heroes of Alderheart died.
No.
So then, it's not quite midnight yet. It's a little earlier. But by the time you get there, it's one of them. Do you want to arrive 15 minutes early, or do you want to mess about for a little bit before you go and potentially turn up late?
So we go early, and that way we can kind of scout out the thing.
Yes, that seems reasonable.
How many entrances and exits are there in this thingy?
I give the answer that I probably know.
Sure. Yeah. I haven't built this yet. Make it up.
So is it a terrarium? So it's like a large interior space where they have the plants and those sorts of things.
Yeah. And the avium, the university you're in, is a large stone tree trunk that looks like this with floating platforms that move around it. So it looks like a branchless tree, and the terrarium is likely to be one of those islands that float around. So yeah, feel free to think. You can describe it how you like, and we'll make it work.
And how do people usually get from one island to the other, the floating islands?
Well, birdfolk fly.
Yeah.
A Vulpin, like yourself, there are a series of bridges which regularly intersect, and you can hop across. And they're actually surprisingly good as well. They're safe.
Not like in some places.
Well, it's quite simple. You take the third bridge on the second level, and you go and you knock on the front door, and it's always open. there may be other exits and entrances, but I wouldn't think to use them.
All right. Well, I was just trying to figure out, if we can narrow down which way they came in or which way they might get away. We've been attacked an awful lot here lately, and
I understand that. Well, I imagine there are bridges that connect the Terrarium to other platforms. We could look at which ones connect those. Terrarium.
Well, if there's a lot of entrances and exits, it's not going to matter. We can't cover them all with just 4 of us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can block some of them off so they go to open it and they're like, oh shucks, this one's can you write like a fancy like sign that's like closed for business or something like that, so they know that door doesn't work right now.
Yeah. Or bridge damage, do not use. See,
Yeah.
and they won't be smart enough to figure out that there's nothing wrong with the bridge.
Yeah. So that we can like limit how many like entrances and exits there are.
That was I like that when that bridge damaged idea I had. I'm going to write that down just a minute.
That's a great idea.
Solid.
Good job, Red.
Well, depending on how much time there is, I could perhaps put an illusion over one of the bridges or in front of one of the exits. Just block it off completely.
Well, we got a little bit of time. We got 15 minutes, right?
Yeah,
He looks at his bird Rolex.
Of course, the only way to tell time at the avium would be from the cuckoo clocks. And this one reads about 13 minutes to midnight.
Oh, we'd better hurry.
Well, let's get on over there. I don't know how long it takes to get there from here.
Yeah, better to be early than we gotta be early, and then we can set up with all sorts of and then if they're trying to trap us, we can reverse trap them.
Yeah. Double trap.
Haha.
Ah.
Okay. So as you
So we
make
head
your
on
way,
over.
I believe, Maiden, you'd probably studying wildlife. You'd probably go to the terrarium often, although maybe not at night. And you know exactly, the bridges will come on a schedule that they're magically powered. It's one of them things where it's more magically energy efficient to keep them running all the time than it is to shut them down and start them up again in the morning. So they're always running. They move exactly on time, and you can lead the party to the terrarium with very little trouble. However, you may not have been to the terrarium this late at night before. As you say, it's usually closed, and whilst there's no gate or anything like that to bar your exit, the avium recommends that students do not go to the terrarium at night, as it may be dangerous.
Why?
When all the carnivorous plants eat things.
Quite possibly.
I mean, they should be sleeping. They don't have sun giving them, warm up energy.
Warm up energy. Yeah, I studied that when I was back in school. Yeah.
Did any of you tell anyone that you were going on this meeting? The note did say go alone. Okay, you're keeping it secret?
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless anyone has any. I don't think I've made any new friends. I was knocked out. Red might have some friends here. I say friends.
I do have some friends, but I don't know. They wandered. You notice how all our friends we make just kind of wander away?
Yeah, they all just hang out with us for a few hours and then they leave us.
They just walk off.
It kind of makes me feel bad.
I know.
Thought,
is it something I'm doing wrong?
I do have plans tomorrow, so I'll be okay.
To be fair, last episode you spent very little time with our guests.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you know what, Madden? Thank you at least for warning us. A lot of people don't do that.
They just walk off.
Well, I'm going to be busy.
Yeah, that's
And
true. I guess.
that hurts your feelings after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you made new friends? You're all like, yay, new friends. And then they just leave with no goodbyes.
Yeah.
It is a dark and moonless night as you step onto the large floating disc that houses the forest terrarium. You find yourself in an unusual woodland with several types of trees that don't look quite right beside one another. In the center of this place is a building, made up of a great central dome which branches off in two semi-spherical wings on either side. I'm not going to read out this last sentence from the book because it says the night is deathly quiet and I've got a good ambience track, so...
There's a Vulpin howling in the distance.
There is.
Oh, cousin. I don't really know how out of character. I don't really know how spells work in Dungeons and Dragons, but it looks like I want to cast Mage Armor on myself, so I just marked my slots remaining to 3.
That's exactly how they work. As long as you have spell slots, you can cast your spells. It's usually action economy that prevents you from casting, say, more than one spell per turn. And cantrips are different. You can cast a cantrip every 6 seconds.
Okay.
No
it says
spell
it
slots
lasts for 8 hours, so...
Yep, you have Mage Armor cast.
So we're at the door to the thingy.
You've walked onto the sphere, you are on the sphere, and in front of you you can see the forest. And the forest sort of overflows around the edges of this in the way that nature tends to take over things. It's exactly that. The forest floor pours over the side of the of this disc. The trees go quite high, higher in the middle. They create a natural kind of almost mountainous shape of trees. Perhaps for wind protection, that sort of thing. And in the middle is this large building, and you can see the building through this. It almost looks like a path of desire trod through the forest towards the center.
Well, I thought let's go out and check out that building, make sure there's no ambush in there.
Should perhaps walk all the way around it?
That makes sense. Sonny, why don't you hang back, and if something jumps out at us, you can come charging in and beat snot out of it with that sword.
Okay, okay. So this is like the meeting spot, and I'll stay here, and y'all go do a little walk around, and if anything tries to get me, I'll smack it and shout to let you all know it's here with me.
Right.
Perfect.
Well, we shouldn't leave anyone alone, so how about we do the buddy system and someone go with me and then somebody stay back here with Sonny? That sound reasonable?
I can stay back with Sunny because I need to make sure her paw doesn't get a rash.
That's true. I need the cream reapplied pretty regularly. Pommy, please.
All right, then. Red will start heading off towards the building.
Maiden will follow.
And we'll do a once around the building. And
despite the ambient track giving us a lot of wildlife in this forest, things do grow quiet as you approach the center dome. Eerily quiet, even for this late at night. In fact, as you approach, you begin to see things out of the corner of your eyes. You know how when you walk through the forest and you just think that maybe you saw something, but it could have just been a tree moving? Or was it a shadow passing between two trees? Difficult to say. The center building is more of the beginning is more of an entryway than a building proper. It doesn't have a door, for example, just a large archway. And inside there are several artifacts. Behind glass panels you can see fossils as well as detailed denotations of magical recreations of extinct plants. And you can see, there's no doors in this place, you can see the east and west wings hold more fossils and skeletons of animals from different points in the natural history of Humblewood.
We'll go around and you said it's a moonless night?
Moonless night, very dark.
Okay. Well then, we'll just go around and check out and see, make sure there's no ambush or anything waiting. And if there's not, we'll wave in the other two.
Do we want any light, or do you think that might attract attention?
I don't know. That'd give them something to shoot at if there is an ambush.
It's true. I believe these characters that I am, the Vulpins can see in the dark, but I don't.
Yeah, you should have night vision on your sheet, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, I think all of
Or
us.
dark
can,
vision,
probably.
rather.
Yes. Okay. Well, in that case, then no lights.
So yeah, just a perception roll or something to see if I spot anyone.
Why don't we go with passive perceptions first as you walk around the building? Give me your passive perceptions. Let's see who picks things up before you even begin trying.
11.
11, okay.
14.
Sorry, say again.
14.
14. Can anyone beat 14?
Oh, is this everyone, including us, even though we stayed back?
Yeah. Even though you stayed back, if you got something like an 18, you might be able to catch more than a 14 up close.
My passive perception is 12.
Okay.
Mine's a 14.
14, okay.
One in each party.
So then, Red, as you begin to walk around this building, there's something moving. You can't see it, but you can hear it every now and again. This building is stationary. Nothing's moving in here. There's no branches to sway or anything. So that slight sound of dirt shifting can't be natural. Something is moving in here. Go ahead and make me some perception checks or investigation checks if you'd rather investigate.
Okay, let me just compare the two. Perception.
Does this thing automatically roll?
Yes, if you head into your character sheet, you can click on the word perception or investigation, and it will roll for you.
And I got a 16.
16. Whoa, and a 23. Nice. Okay, so we always take the dice roll on the left unless we have advantage or disadvantage. So, as you begin investigating, Red, with your 16 and your passive perception, you're focusing on this dirt shifting. And it always seems to be coming from just behind you. You almost end up doing a full circle on yourself. Maiden, you can hear, either in the East Wing or near one of the East Wing windows, very soft chanting. And it's chanting in a language which is one of those languages that isn't a real language. It sort of sounds abyssal or something like that, but it's more like just a selection of syllables that go together. As you are hearing this, Sunny, Umir, as you can see the door to the museum and see Red in that central section, you see... Thank you very much, chat, for giving us the wild magic surges. A large dark horn appearing from the ground, followed by a skeletal black horse skull with the horn in the center. Fiery eyes that rise from the ground as a skeletal blackened unicorn warhorse emerges from the ground and paws at the ground facing Red. Red, you will spot this as you turn. What you will also spot as you turn is that there's also one appearing behind Sunny and Umir.
Japers, burn Jesus! And I'll bring my bow up.
Red, there's something by you!
There's something behind you too!
What?
Can everyone please roll initiative for me?
Afraid my appointment has been moved up. I'll be leaving.
Oh gosh, dang
Which is
it.
probably on the front page somewhere around there.
Oh.
And
Okay.
Bird Jesus was made canon last game. So.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Let me open it. Oh, I don't like it. What did Red roll?
A 9.
9. Okay.
So then I think typically you always do this to yourself, Jess. It's
I
Sunny going
know.
first.
Okay. Well, it's me and then it's one of the unicorns, so I'm just gonna put that out there and then I'll finish writing it.
Of course.
I mean, are they charging at us? Are they like?
They they emerge from the ground with fire in their eyes and skeletal necrotic vapor pouring off them. They're pouring at the ground angrily, and it looks like one's about to charge. In fact, you will become aware of the one behind you, not only because of Red shouting, but because it rears back as though it's about to attack.
Okay, then can I do a held action where I bring my sword up, get ready to go, and if this thing, I'm giving it a chance.
Oh my
If
goodness.
it charges me, then I will swing. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm just like, can I?
Is Sunny feeling okay?
Oh, I've like died multiple times. Give me a chance. We've learned a lot. We've really learned a lot in our journey. Can I say?
You may not recognize this, but it's called discretion. Not something we've used before.
I mean, this is a magical creature, and just because it's spooky doesn't mean like I'm gonna give it a chance to prove it's not. Just, because I mean, maybe I'm spooky to someone.
Yeah.
So, and,
It is
yeah.
20 feet behind you as well. So even though it
Okay.
looks like it's going to charge, it's, it might not.
Yeah, it might not. Exactly. So I lift up my great sword, which is really big and real heavy and real hungry in my hand right now. And I say, "Are you a friendly phone horse? Is this normal?" And then I'm gonna hold my action. If it charges, I'll swing. Yeah. So it's me, and now it's a unicorn.
I think it seems appropriate that we go to your unicorn next.
Fair enough.
As it's going to charge towards you.
Dang it! I gave it a chance to be, non-evil spooky. Which is...
Anyone who might study creatures, wink wink, would know that unicorns are normally like celestial beings, lawful good. This creature looks dead. It does not look in possession of its faculties, and if you weren't mistaken, you'd swear someone had used illusion magic to make these bones specifically darkened and flamey. Or they might have been changed by some sort of cataclysmic fire event affecting the Humblewood at the moment. Maybe.
Oh dear God.
Maybe.
Okay.
The unicorn's going to charge at you. Ooh.
Well, fine. As it gets within my reach, I swing. Okay, but it hits me first, I assume. A DC 15 doesn't hit me anymore because I have magical armor now! Yes! Magic armor! Magic armor!
That's just the charge. It's going to charge at you horn first.
Okay. Oh, that hits.
Then hits with its horn attack, so does an 18 hit you? Sorry to cut your celebration slightly short there.
I was very excited, and I guess that's not allowed here, which fine.
Hopefully Mark will be right back in. I heard them click something, so I think there might have been a misclick going on. Might be some misclicks happening going on in here.
Scrat made a point of not letting you celebrate.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I took
That's
a big
fine.
point.
A
there.
unicorn point, yeah.
Oh man.
It's painful. It's painful. Okay.
It's scary. I'm trying to lessen the fear.
Okay. So what
Okay.
happens when the horn hits me?
Well,
Sorry.
welcome back.
Okay.
When the horn hits you, you take 8 piercing damage.
Fair enough.
That's not too bad, right? That's not too bad.
You know? At least
Uh,
it didn't also trample me. I'll take
Then
it.
it tramples you using its multi-attack.
Damn it! Gosh dang it! You know, how can it hurt with a charge and a horn and hooves? This is not. You have too many limbs. This is not fair.
Yeah, could technically be an insect. So that's 20 points. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
I was gonna say 20 points. What do you?
Sorry, I
We're
misspoke. I
level 4
misspoke.
Scrat.
So 7 points of bludgeoning damage. What's your health at now?
My health is.
Remember? Okay, you don't have to tell me exactly. Just tell me when your sword starts absorbing health.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not there yet. I'm around half.
Great. Make me a DC 15 saving throw, please, using strength.
18.
Yeah, you can stand fast. It tries to trample you and horn you, and you get a little bit spiked and a little bit bludgeoned, but you can hold your own.
Gosh dang. Okay, well now can I finish my follow through with my swing on this stupid thing?
Of course you can.
Okay.
If you'd
Give
failed,
you a
I might have
chance,
taken
Bone
it.
Horse! Great sword.
An 18 will hit.
Nice. That is 17 slashing damage. Take that, jerk! All I needed was one swing. Take it.
And have you added all your plus ones as well?
That's I'm pretty sure that's including. I'm pretty sure I added them. Cause it's +7, whereas most of my weapons are +6.
Okay, yeah, so it definitely has. Okay, so as you slice across this unicorn, the bones make a terrible scratching sound as it's metal on bone, and they sort of make more of a squealing sound than anything else. And where your blade passes, flames appear on the bones for just a second.
Oof. Back down, horse!
The creature seems unfazed as it carries on charging towards Umir. But it's not its turn. Whose turn is it next?
They're not nice! I just want everyone to know this. It's Red next.
Thanks for doing that research.
Yeah. You know, we all need to be on the same page here, I figure.
Is the one behind Red, is it charging or is it just standing there?
The one behind Red, it's been appearing at the entrance some 20 feet behind you. And it too is doing the stompy stomp, the nose down, horn pointed your way, the heavy, but without any lips, so it sort of sounds more like a.
All right, Red will look at the one that's standing there looking at him, and I'll get to you in a moment. And I turn around and I shoot the one that just trampled Sonny.
By all
And,
means.
Die, you creepy, horny horse! And I'll shoot my bow at it. Oh, thank goodness. 27?
A 27 will hit. Is that critical?
No.
Damn!
I got a +8 on these things.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
I hope
about,
so.
you know.
Just barely. 12 points of damage. Magical
one.
error damage. You're probably going to notice Red making a point of killing anything that threatens Sonny for a while.
Aww.
Your arrow clatters inside its rib cage and rattles around there. You do see sparks rising from the rib cage on entry, and as it clatters around, reassuring you that it is doing damage and not just lying needlessly.
Don't lose that. That thing's valuable. I'll need it after you're dead. Well, deader.
Anything else on your turn?
Yes, because I am not the smartest bird in the tree. I will now cast Hunter's Mark on that one that I should have done in the first place.
Okay, you cast Hunter's Mark, and you can use that damage next turn.
Can I like step to the side so there's something between me and the chargey horse? Is there like a display case or a wall?
Yeah, there was things around here. We can say there is
even maiden, you know.
See, in the main room there is some smaller fossils and things. So like you can find the equivalent of like perhaps a bird skeleton, which is weirdly small. You know, it looks like it's only like this big. Like, what kind of bird is only this big, you know? It's weird, you know? It must be some real prehistoric shit.
Yeah. Cousin Cleotis? Oh.
It's behind a big glass case, though, so you can still see the unicorn.
That's what Red wants to put between him and the creepy unicorn.
By all means. Next up
is Madden.
Oh, well, I like run over where Red is, and I touch his bow, and I say, "Good luck!" And I cast magic weapon on his bow, and then I go somewhere where I am not going to get run over by a horse.
Sure thing.
Those are in high demand currently.
Well, you did hear the chanting coming from the east wing. You didn't hear anything coming from the west wing, and there are bigger things to hide behind and smaller stretches of space for charging in both wings. So where would you like to go?
Okay, so we're in the main wing, right? The main center of it.
Yeah,
right now?
if you've run to Red, you would be in the main central building.
Oh, I want to stay near. And can we see Sunny through the front from where we are now?
You can,
Sunny
yeah.
And okay. Well, I want to stay where we can all see each other, but I want to like hide behind a display case.
Sure thing. And perhaps you could hide behind a fossilized fern plant.
I do that.
Yeah. Okay. It's almost like a you know when you get like a flower press in a book? It's kind of like that, but like so it's flat like that against something, but it's all stone. It almost looks like an oar, you know, against the stonework. Anyway,
It's the other unicorn's turn.
Great! This unicorn is going to charge towards Red. Red! Does a 9 hit you?
A 9 fails to hit me.
It misses with the horn. How about the hooves? 15.
15 exactly hits me.
Take 12 bludgeoning damage as the horse tramples you.
Ow. That does hurt. But I take it.
Yep, but that's not the horn attack, so you don't get the extra things from the horn attack. The horse is now standing over you. Perhaps it rears up, perhaps trying to trample you more. But that is the end of the unicorn's turn. Who's next?
It's Umir.
Umir!
I think I will cast Eldritch Blast at the unicorn.
A blast most eldritch. Unfortunately, a 10 is going to go wide. It's 5th level, you get the second bolt, right? So the bolt goes wide. What does your Eldritch Blast look like? How does it manifest?
It is a greenish white light. The two colors kind of intertwine each other as it leaves my hand and goes towards my target. And in this case, missing.
Missing the target, but still impressive as a green and white light flares in this otherwise dark forest. Anything else on your turn?
No.
No. Okay. Then we go back to the top of the round. Have we done everyone?
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. And I want to know if Umir left. Is Umir still near me?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't move out of the way.
Oh, okay. If you're still nearby, I get to do something that I realized last time we played I've never done before.
Looks exciting.
It's just I go take it. Next time, aim more central to the thing.
Wow, Sonny.
My,
wow.
I'm gonna use my. I can't think of anything else that Sonny would do. I'm using my team tactics to give you a help action because I can do that as a bonus now. But only if you're near me, and no one ever stands near me in a fight for some reason. So I've never gotten to do it. I know. So that's my bonus. And then after I nod smartly, like I just gave great advice, then I'm gonna be like, here, horsey, and then go to swing again at this stupid bone jerk. 15 is 15. Does 15 hit? Scrat. Does 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Yes! That is
Ooh.
13 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Again, more fire pours from the rib cage, but the creature still doesn't seem bothered.
Does this seem weird to anyone else here? This is not normal, I don't think. It's a unicorn's turn next.
As we get round to the unicorn's turn,
Uh-oh.
you see some of them fiery gashes begin to heal up just a little bit. Just a little bit.
That's like half
That's
of
just,
my
yeah.
last attack.
And now, again, if any of you have studied unicorns, which it seems likely, we're at a university, so, you know, you'd know they have things like Druid Calf, Detect Evil and Good, Entangle, Pass Without Trace, Calm Emotions, Dispel Evil, all very good lawful aligned spells. So it may be a bit of a shock when the horse turns to you, Sonny, opens its mouth, and since you are standing close to Umir,
Oh no!
Burning Hands. Can I please get, it will be 8 plus Charisma plus a DC 14 Dexterity save from both of you.
Oh.
Oh, wait. He doesn't have hands.
True.
Burning hooves.
Burning,
Burning hooves.
burning teeth. Burning ovula.
Oh, that's so close.
Burning tonsils.
No. 23.
So, let's see. Dex save is all damage, I believe. So you dive out of the way. Sonny, you give Umir great help, then dive out of the way, letting Umir cop 11 points of fire damage.
Oh god.
See, this is a result of our friends leaving everything.
This is actually
Is
why
it?
they leave. This is a good point. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're always on fire.
That's the end of the unicorn's turn. Who's next?
That's why. Okay, after a unicorn, it's red again. This is why I ask the smart people what's up, because I don't know what's up here.
All right, Red's been conjuring here. Well, he's been not the magic kind, the thinking kind.
Ooh.
And he hears the chanting, right?
I think
Does
it was
Red
just
hear the
Maiden that heard the chanting. Maiden rolled like a 23 on their perception.
Well, then Red's not conjuring anything. Red goes, "Die, horse!" and shoots at the one on Sunny again. Oh, I gotta die here. And this time, I've got a hunter's mark on there.
And magic bow.
And an upgraded bow. All right, let's see.
Oh my goodness, there comes a big donation from Blue Box Pirate. Looks like the deck of many needs to be rolled on everyone. Let's bring that in while Red's sorting out the damage there. So, Jess, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh. And Paul?
Stop.
Right at the top. Gotcha. Interesting. Mark?
Stop.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And Temple.
Stop.
This
I
is
like that
great.
look.
This is
It was-
great. This is great. Okay, this is no problem at all. No problem. This is great. Perfect, in fact. Okay, let's do this. Okay, what was the damage?
It was a 15 to hit, and it was another 12 points of damage against Sunny and Umir's horse.
Of course, the damage lands on the horse. The horse still does not look bothered. More sparks fly. Doesn't look like it's got any resistance to this or anything. It just looks like it doesn't care. Perhaps because it's dead. Who's next?
If Red is done, it's Madden.
I'm gonna say, listen, I think there's some folks, was it East or West Wing? In one of these wings, I hear some sort of chanting or noise making. I'm going to go take a look at it.
Sounds like a good idea.
And in the meantime, just look. How much room do we have inside this in this main area?
I'd say it's about the horses are about 40 feet by 40 feet. Pretty big. Oh no, wait! I said it was domed top, right? So we're gonna make it circular, 40-foot diameter.
Okay. Is it possible that I could fill a... I'm also going to call out to everybody. If we can all get sort of in the same place, I can maybe stop them from just attacking everybody all the time and limit their options in terms of attacking. And I talk for longer than I should be able to talk because he just keeps moving while he talks.
That's
And
okay.
then
You're a
I'm going
Vulcan.
to
You speak fast.
and then I'm gonna cast. I guess I'm gonna do a magic. No, I'm gonna go peek inside the room where I hear the chanting before I do any.
Okay.
Take an action.
If you head over that way and peek in the room, we'll say you're walking and talking. You peek in the room. You can't see any people in that room, but from one corner, make me a perception check.
Sorry, I'm looking for that on here. Ah, there it is.
Okay. Yeah, on a 19, there's like a faint... Would you call it red? Would you call it orange? Would you call it, you know, infernal brimstone-coloured sort of light coming from one corner? It's like a small set of runes, not seen dead on, but like from the side, so you can't quite make out what they are, but they glow brightly in the air, and they're rotating as though someone is casting.
I call out, or I don't like yell it, but I turn and was like, and there's some spooky runish sort of thing going on in here. Okay, fine. And I'm gonna step in further to where I can see. I don't know if I still have if I have line of sight on the horse, or if I still have an action or anything like that.
As you step into this room, as your feet land on the tiles, suddenly runes now familiar to you appear on that tile, as though someone had perhaps set a ward. And Red, from your perspective, I'm afraid our dear friend Maiden disappears. All around you, Maiden, you land on a platform that seems to be made of fire. Well, rather rock surrounded by fire. And everything around you is fire.
Oh. Well, just wait here then for a moment.
Thank you, Blue Box Pirate, for the roll. Who's next?
Other unicorn.
Other unicorn. You didn't take an action. Would you like to hold an action or anything like that?
Yeah, if I could. Because I was going to magic missile one of the things I could see if I could see something. So I'm holding the missile. I'm like,
Holding a magic missile for if you see an opponent, right?
Yeah.
Great. Who is next?
Evil unicorn. Number 2.
This unicorn's eyes look at you, Red. As you have evaded its horn attack, it's very annoyed. And the flames go out. And instead start burning a purple color, like a luminescent violet with dark, deeper purple undertones. The floor around it begins to circle with runes, which also circle around you.
I got a carrot here someplace. Just a minute.
You see blue light surround Red as Red disappears. Red,
Yeah.
you appear again, but no unicorn is in sight.
Huh.
Instead, a single vestige stands. It's wearing a robe. It could be standing in front of you, wielding a large scythe.
I did this. What is this?
Maiden, in front of Maiden, the unicorn appears. You may fire your bolts if you wish to.
Oh, I do.
Sure. What level?
I guess just one, because I don't really know that it's yeah, I guess it just at level 1.
Okay. At level 1, you have 3 bolts. So the first bolt hits it for 5 points of damage. You can roll another 2 times.
Oh, that Colt. Sorry, I just.
I didn't realize I had actually rolled that. I was like, oh, look, they've rolled for me.
So 12 total points of force damage buffer at the creature, and it seems to rear back. As the creature gets hurt, the flames around the room also seem to swell. Who's up next?
Umir.
Good luck.
You got both of these, right?
You
Yeah.
got this. Save us all, please.
No problem. No problem. He dusts a little of the fire off of him and casts another Eldritch Blast.
You received the help action on your turn. Please roll with advantage. A 16 will hit.
Okay, good.
9 force damage. Carry on, carry on. How does this force damage, does it manifest the same way? Is it different?
No, yeah, it's the same way.
The creature, this force, what is it for Eldritch Blast? Force damage strikes the creature, and it turns its attentions towards you.
Okay, I will take a bonus action and use my healing light ability and heal myself some of the damage I took.
Sure thing.
Plan.
I will use 2 dice. Okay. So that's 10 points of healing.
10 points of healing. Yeah, you take 10 points of healing.
Okay.
You see the flames, the burns on your body seem to heal up rapidly as you apply it. Do you do this like, is it magic, or do you have a salve on you? How does this?
This is magic. This is it's from my my patron. So this is calling upon the celestial power to help heal.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, Sunny, you have seen both the unicorn and Umir. They're well, I'd say flesh for Umir at least, but like they're being reforming magically at the end of their turns.
Did Umir do it in the same way the unicorn did it?
they start glowing with light, right? So I guess it looks similar.
Squinty eyes.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That's it.
Okay, next up.
It's me. Oh my god, where did everyone go? The other unicorn and Red and Madden all disappeared, right?
Yes. Well, you don't know that Maiden's disappeared. You've just seen them walk stage right from the doorway.
Oh, okay,
so
so
they
from my
could still be
perspective,
around.
from my perspective, they might have just gone to investigate the thing.
Yeah, but like you saw purple
They
lights
did, okay.
around the pony and Red and.
Fine, I'm going to rage, but I can't. I'm not a barbarian. But I'm angry. I'm gonna use temper tantrum and be like, "Hey, where did your friend take my friend, horse?" And I'm gonna slash at it again. Actually, because of the sort of vengeance, I'm supposed to, after it hit me, I have to do a saving throw. Otherwise, I can only attack this. I get angry, and I can only fight one thing at a time.
So you do rage.
Well,
Yeah,
I think you
kinda
only have
do.
to make a saving throw if you try to attack something else, right?
Yeah, it's just the you must attack the creature that damaged you. I mean, because
Okay.
I kind of wanted to go investigate what.
Yeah,
happening.
you've got to. Yeah, and if you want to do that, you're going to need a saving throw. But if you want to attack, you can attack.
No, I think this horse is up to no good, and it stole my friend. So I'm gonna go beat the answers out of this stupid horse. Oh,
Ooh, 21 will hit.
sorry. Wait, I get to reroll one of those because I have Great Weapon Master. So that's actually 14. 14 slashing damage.
As your sword strikes its bones this time,
Uh-huh.
flames erupt from the bone. Like a volcano top blowing, fire erupts from this creature. Make me a dex save.
Ah! Okay. Maybe we should stop hitting it, I guess. Whoops. 16?
Successful. You
Haha!
avoid all the damage. The creature, as it continues to gout smoke and fire from this crack in its bones, you see its body, the flames go out. It begins to sag to its knees. Its skeleton turns white, and the darkness, the black, corporeal, smoky blackness pours out to nothingness. I say white. The bones go like that yellowy color of normalcy, and the horn drops off the head.
Oh! So it was just a horse. Well, I guess there's no point in beating a dead horse. Let's go.
The horse stands.
The horse stands up from pure pun damage. Okay, well that was my action then. I still technically have my bonus and my movement.
Uh-huh.
If this horse went down, can I then be all like, dang it didn't answer my question! We have to go find our friends! Umir, let's go find them! And I run towards where I saw everyone disappear. In that direction.
Sure. Run on in.
Run. There's nothing to tell me not to.
Can you, as you are free from the compulsion to attack this unicorn, can you give me the a quick window into Sunny's mind? What's Sunny's mind thinking as they run?
I imagine it like, honestly, I imagine it as like a fog of battle like kind of goes, you know what I mean? And like as much as they would normally like think of, they do still, I think the only thing that cuts through it is their concern for Red is one of the only things that can probably cut through that fog at all. But otherwise, so this thing goes down and they're back to like, wait, my friend is missing. Like, so, but yeah, I think they're entirely like, I don't think there's words. I think it's just like emotion. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just this feeling of intense anger and
So is there
Bloodlust,
anything
I guess.
that you're perhaps wishing while thinking of Red?
Oh no! I just want Red to come back and be okay. I just want Red to be okay and come back.
Red reappears! Standing right next to him is an avatar of death.
They said okay.
I said okay.
Does that mean I'm healed back up?
Do you know what?
Oh.
Yes, we will give you the effects of a greater restoration potion. Roll me 4d4 plus 4.
Wow. Okay. No. Dropping dice here.
Whose turn is it next?
After Red Maiden?
Red
sorry,
hasn't...
it's
15.
no, sorry, it was Sunny, and then it's the unicorn that just went down, and then it's Red.
the
15.
unicorn that just went down. 15, yeah, take that healing. Well, since the unicorn's gone down, we're just going to slot the avatar of death in this slot. The
dang
avatar
it.
of death is going to move towards you, Red.
You're just a nice dead guy out getting wheat, right? You're just harvesting at night while dead? Please?
Okay, what are your maximum hit points at the moment, Red? Just out of interest.
What a terrible question.
Casual
I-
question.
Just, yeah, no interest. I'm back up to full at 32.
Full at 32. Lovely. Lovely. Okay.
You have the most amazing coincidence to report, huh?
Well, no, not so much. Not so much.
Oh, good.
The creature is going to approach you and swing at you with its scythe. Does an 11 hit you?
No, it does not.
You are able to dodge aside.
Okay.
I believe it's your turn next.
I laugh because I've always wanted to laugh in the face of death. I lean
Some
back.
opportunities can't be passed up. Got it? Got it?
I lean back and I take careful aim at his noggin, and I wish to use my nat 20, and I'm going to shoot him with my vorpal bow.
By all means.
So that means that hits, and then the damage is... Oh, and I forget. Oh, no, I didn't say it. Damn it.
Nat 20. Well, actually, with a nat 20, roll me the 8d6 damage that we use instead of decapitation.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough.
Because yes, you decapitate the creature, but it's a skeleton. It doesn't really care.
Right, right.
You know?
It might care, you know, it'd be embarrassing or something.
It just starts performing Shakespeare.
Alright, that's a lot of dice.
Golden bones.
That is a lot of dice.
Oh, good God. I rolled really good.
Yeah.
41? Jeez. That's the best I've ever rolled. That's good.
Red,
Yeah.
you've looked death in the eye.
Uh-huh.
You've looked death in the eye and come out on top. What's the story you're going to tell your grandchildren as you defeat death in a single blow?
The vorpal bow, since it can't go through the and chop off its head, since that doesn't matter, it alters its target and hits right where the heart should be, in the center of mass of death, and he just kind of implodes back into darkness and disappears with a scythe spinning in the air that drops to the ground.
Yep. And that's exactly what happens. And as a breeze blows, making the tree sway slightly, it just catches the tip of Death's cloak and it flaps in the wind, or turning to mist itself, and Death and his cloak disappear. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I do a victory dance. Just kind of a little bird dance there.
By all means.
I killed Dad! I killed Dad! You see that, Sonny? Did you see that?
Oh my god, that was the most intense thing I've ever seen.
I know. they're gonna make like baseball cards with me on it and a skull with an X.
The skull with the X.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best I've ever rolled. That's awesome.
Next.
Maiden.
Maiden.
Oh,
Maiden, you are
Wait,
standing in a fiery cylinder with stone beneath your feet and a unicorn conveniently 20 feet away from you in front of you.
okay. Is there a check I can make to try and figure out what in the world just happened to me? Like,
Sure thing. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 15.
On a 15, you can surmise that powerful conjuration magic was laid in that ward on the floor, transporting you to the plane of fire.
I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I am going to cast my gust cantrip. So I just and just blast of wind just swirl around me and discourage it from attacking me.
Yeah, by all means. So how does this look? Are we going for like the I'm thinking of the Michael Jackson / steam up shot, or
Well, he's Maiden is a little panicked right now, so there's a lot more flailing than he would have done if he were demonstrating this in the classroom. And then there's just wind just flying around and blowing cinders.
Okay.
And I think that's all I can do. I think that's just my standard action.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. The creature's going to charge at you. It's the creature's turn next, right? The creature's going to charge at you. It's going to use its horn attack to try and pin you. That's Red's character sheet. I don't want that. This is what I want. Does a 9 hit you?
I don't think it does. No, because I'm a 12 and I have whatever mage armor does.
Yeah.
So
Missing you, it's going to trot past you, turn and try and like donkey kick you with its back hooves.
So the thing that Gus does, if I am reading it right, is that he has to make a con save against what I don't know, or he's flung 10 feet and knocked down.
Let's have a look here. Let's have a look.
It's one of the Humblewood things.
You see the air and one of the following effects. One small medium creature must succeed on a strength saving throw. I see. Excuse me. They fail the strength saving throw. Or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you. They move backwards.
Did I read that wrong?
No, that's okay. It's pushed back away from you. Yeah, okay. It's pushed back away from you and disappears into the flames.
Okay.
So when the horn attack comes, it's going to burst from the flaming wall to your side. It misses you. But you drew the flames card, so flames happen. It's going to turn, and it's still going to do the donkey kick. The donkey kick's still coming, because I've got a great idea. Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah, a little bit.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage from the kick. Can you also make me a strength saving throw, please, as it tit for tats you?
I can, but I rolled on my hit points super poorly. Like a 1, a 2, and a 2, and I only have 11 total hit points.
I love that. Whoa! Okay, so as you fall to the ground, the ward on you fades away. You land in the center of the building ahead. Sunny, Red, Umir, you see Maiden land on the ground ahead of you. Moments later, like molten lava appears from the ground and the unicorn comes back up as well, tossing its imaginary mane.
Oh, that's something you don't see every day.
Wait, doctor!
That didn't work.
Whose turn is it?
Good question.
Lost track.
I think it's
Umir?
mine.
Oh. After, well, it Maiden, the other unicorn, and then Umir, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can Uber run over to Maiden?
You can. There is a... you'd have to dash. You'd have to use your action to dash.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a 40-foot diameter room, so you'd have to use your action to dash, only to get like the last 5 or 10 feet, which seems annoying. But you would also have to pass this unicorn.
Okay. So we'll have a slightly different plan. We will Eldritch Blast the unicorn.
Okay. I love that.
23.
Yeah, 23 hits.
7 points of force damage.
I thought you said horse damage, but force damage is also okay. 7 points of force damage.
Of course.
Of course, of course.
And since I still have some of my healing ability, I will, as my bonus action,
You want /roll space 2d6.
Yeah.
I'll put it in Zoom chat for you as well, so you've got it.
Did it right the first time.
It's the other slashy, I think.
There we
Okay.
go.
There.
So then I heal him for 11 points of damage. 11 points of health.
11 points of hit health. Okay, yeah. Maiden, you are able to stand as the unicorn barks at you. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No,
hold on.
that's it. Okay.
Staying back with Sunny and Red?
Yes.
Great. Then next round, I believe we're back to the top of the round. Sunny?
Yeah. So, Maiden showed back up. Did the other unicorn show back up too? Death is
Yeah.
gone. First unicorn's gone. Second unicorn is back?
Second unicorn is back.
Okay. I mean, I don't know about the chanty people yet. I don't think so. I would not know what else to do aside from attack this unicorn. So I'm going to do that. And I swing. Oh, 12.
Oh, 12. That's. I mean, I'll have a look.
I assume.
Well,
that's okay.
you know what? Meets beats.
Ah, cool.
Nice. Now we know their AC.
Yes.
And that's 15 points of smashy damage.
Yeah, the creature, like the last one, doesn't appear affected. But you can see
Why?
its cuts open up.
You are very annoying creatures. I realize I have a thing that I'm gonna use. I realized I just yelled at a dead horse.
You did. You also ran like 30 feet up to it, which was, you know.
Yeah, I ran and I swang and I hit it, but it doesn't look super affected despite my being extremely ferocious, clearly.
You are.
So I'm just
ferocious,
gonna stop and take a breath, and I'm gonna use second wind to heal.
Okay.
So what's that? A D10 plus my fighter level. I need to think about what I've done.
Yeah.
So that's a 9 plus my fire level, which is 4, so that's 13 points.
As you take the deep breath, healing up, you hear Kroll the Mapak laugh from your sword.
I look around like, what the? Where? What? What? Ah!
So distracting, isn't it? Okay, anything else on your turn?
I mean, that's my bonus action, my movement, and my action, so I think that's it. I think that's all I can do.
Red, it's your turn then, I think. I think I've got the turn order down now.
Yeah.
Red will run up behind Sunny and tap her on the shoulder and give them protection from good and evil.
Hey.
Which I'm pretty sure this thing's undead, so that will give it disadvantage on attacking Sunny.
Fantastic. I love that.
And is Maiden still up there on the ground?
Maiden is like sort of in the process of standing up after being splattered. But they're on 11 HP, so they're like
okay,
taking stock, I guess. They'll be fine by their turn.
Total of 11. Does Maiden still look wounded?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay. Well then, in
he
that
rolled
case,
a 12.
well, yeah, I guess not. Then in that case, with my my bonus action, I'll move my hunter's mark from the now dead bone horse to the one in front of me, and that'll be all my stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you, bone horse.
Then I believe it's the unicorn's turn, then Maiden. No, or is it Maiden, then the unicorn? Other way around. Maiden, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm running lowish on spells here, which I guess is just par for the course. And as far as we can tell, this thing doesn't look injured or hurt at all, right?
Well, it doesn't look much injured, but you can tell your attacks are doing damage because of the fire streaks that appear on it. And the other one is gone, so I think even as Maiden's coming around, they can tell that Sunny and Umir managed to get rid of the other one somehow. You can see the bones back there, so...
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. So I pull out just a little bit of like greasy beef jerky, and I throw it on the ground under its feet and cast grease.
Hey, yeah, sure. Let's have a...
So it's gonna be like a unicorn on roller skates.
Or shooting for. A deck save versus something. I don't.
yeah, deck
it would
save
be
or fall prone. Makes the terrain difficult? Yeah, I like this. Okay. So the terrain becomes difficult for any creature, and it's a 10-foot square. So as you do this, you realize that this grease spell will also affect Sunny and Red, who are standing in range.
Oh, that's great.
Can I scoot back and cast it so I'm further away from it?
You could do it so it's in the area in front of you. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, well that's
it's funnier if you get us in it. I'm just saying.
We'll do that later. That'll be
Okay.
like
So
ice
the
cream
unicorn-
social or something.
The unicorn makes its deck save. I think a 21's gonna pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's sort of as this grease fills the ground, it like stomps its hooves, and I think its hooves sort of spark a little, and the grease maybe takes up with a soft blue flame, not dispelling the grease, but just burning gently, sort of like a candle.
And I scurry off, so I'm not. Yeah, like so I scooted back and I like kind
There's
of ducked
plenty of
behind
stuff.
it.
Plenty of stuff you can hide behind, definitely. Then it's the unicorn, and since Red is close by and Maiden is right, not Maiden, and Sunny is right there, the creature is going to look at you both for a hot second, and what does protection from good and evil do again?
It gives the person that's cast on protection from undead and fiends and all that kind of stuff, but it just puts disadvantage on the attacking whatever relevant type of creature, and it keeps them from being charmed or feared or some of the other stuff. Possessed.
But so if, say, the creature was to see two creatures near it and decide to do burning hands,
yeah. Well, it would have disadvantage on Sunny onto
Yeah.
it, and then it wouldn't matter on me. It would hit me. as normal.
There's no to hit. It's a DC save 14. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, well then, the DC wouldn't matter then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dex saves, please, people.
Next, like,
Oh, just
Oh.
under.
Oh, you hate to
Aw.
see it. 14's what you're aiming for, Red.
25.
So
Heck
you like
yeah.
so you tap Red. Like, don't worry, Sonny, you'll be safe. Backflip away, and Sonny immediately gets burst into flame.
Away.
I like that.
13 points of
I
flaming
understand.
damage, Sonny.
2 points?
13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, the 2 is just higher level casting. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
That's rude.
I've never regretted a 25 roll before.
I mean, it's got to be a
That-
backflip or something with 25. Like,
That's the 25. That's the exact amount I just healed. So like, I'm like, oof, like just.
but that is the end of the creature's turn. That is the end of the creature's turn.
Does it move out of the grease?
It does not. So it needs to make a dex save at the end of its turn, I believe, or is it the beginning of its turn?
End of.
End of. Dex save at the end of its turn to stay upright, which it fails. It does does the burning from its mouth. It does that, and then like slips backward, and like goes into like horse laying down. You know, like when they like go back onto all fours. So it's down like this, having slipped after cast the thing. You will have advantage on melee attacks, but disadvantage on ranged attacks. And next is Umir's turn.
Yep.
Oh, darn. It's one person.
Okay. We will stick with our Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that is a ranged attack, so it may be rolled with disadvantage.
Yes. So
Unfortunate-
that'd be a 9, and that's... Yep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the 9... I think you had it locked on, right? Because it was going to be an 18. Yeah? So you've got it going right for where the unicorn was, and as it bursts with flame and falls down, there's like a slow bullet time motion of the Eldritch Blast just missing, perhaps hitting one of the glass cases in the back room. Maiden, there's some glass that explodes.
I'm sorry.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I will use my bonus action and use the last bit of healing I have to heal Sunny.
Aw, thank you. I'd appreciate that. I'd like to not die again. It's bad if I do.
5 points of healing.
Thank you.
Every little helps. Every little
It
helps.
does. I'll take it.
I
And that's it.
believe then we're back at the top of the round.
Okay. Gosh, I'm just thinking. Yeah, I don't know any better than to do anything other than fight this horse. I was trying to think, like, can I do something thoughtful? Do I have any alternate maneuvers? No, I just hit stuff real good. That's all I can do. That's literally my only ability. So I'm gonna go ahead and be like, stay down, horse! And just go to smack it.
You have advantage because it's prone.
Aha. Oh no! I slip a little on the grease. I do like a little dance. I'm like and then I'm going to use my action surge, like try and catch my feet, and then use my action surge and hit again. Cause okay, I like wiggle, I completely miss, I get ready, and then I hit 20.
A 20 will hit. A 20 will hit.
A dirty 20. Oh, I have to reroll those. Those are 2 1s. Boof.
Roll good.
So that's actually 13 damage.
13 damage.
Take that, dumb horse. And then I turn back to Red, where he flipped around me. Be like, don't worry, friend. You've done a lot to help, and I got you. We got this.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you
Sure
using
we
the
do.
help action on?
I'm using my team tactics as a
Yeah.
bonus action. So red has advantage.
And it is
even if aha. Go
yeah.
ahead.
So red, I believe it's your turn. You having an advantage on your attack. If you use a ranged attack, that will cancel out the prone disadvantage. So it'll be a regular attack.
Right. Well, Red's bow hadn't been doing a whole lot. So Red drops the bow and draws both daggers
Oh.
and leaps on the unicorn.
Yeah. So
I
make
got-
me main hand and
I got-
offhand attacks, right?
Right. I've got double secret advantage, right? Because I got advantage for it being prone and
Double secret advantage. I've got
Yep.
friend help action. The power of friendship.
Both
compels
actions will
you.
be at advantage. Yeah. Both actions will be at
Okay.
advantage.
All right. Let's see. First one. It's a 16.
That hits.
The second one is much better. 26.
That definitely hits.
And I did switch the hunter's mark, so let's see. And it is plus, hang on, let me get it. Another one is, I'm just going to add these all together.
Yeah.
So that would be a total of 20 points of damage with my 2+1 magic daggers.
Red, it's been a good day for killing stuff. As your daggers hit this skeleton multiple times, you create several small pocks of like fire that erupts from the skeleton. Make me a dex save, please.
I'm sure I can do that. I just killed death. There ain't nothing I can't do. Oh, yeah. I do another one of backflips with a 24 dex save.
Oh, yeah, you can... It's like something from Dragon Age 2 as you go stab, 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 and then, like, flip away. It's fantastic. The creature erupts with fire and smoke, and all of the taint, the necromantic taint on these bones fades away with the fire, leaving just bones. And I think, as the forest around you begins to slowly pick up in volume as creatures seem to come back into this area, that is where we'll take our 5-minute break.
Is red still in the grease then?
Yeah.
Well,
So now you get your like.
technically, I said I jumped on the unicorn, which was in the
That's true.
grease. And then I backflipped out. Did I actually hit the grease?
You can,
Maybe
yeah,
not.
we can say you avoided it, yeah, by all means.
Whatever's most amusing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, so we're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to grab drinks, bios, do all of that good stuff. I'm going to play for you an advert from our sponsor, who sponsored this show, The Deck of Many, about their current Kickstarter for the level 6 to 9 spells and the tarot, animated tarot cards. So check this out. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Oh no, Jimmy! Heckna's after us! What are we gonna do? Sword beats face! Ha! Looks like you really lost your edge, huh? Huh? God, I'm funny. So, I guess weapons don't... Weapons don't work! Hey, why aren't you laughing? Oh, I know. Let me hit you with the punchline! Ah! Wait! My animated spell cards! They can save us! Well, jeepers, Jane. Blast him! Avada Kedavra! Ah! Right in the funny bone. Bleh. I really don't like that guy. We did it! Yeah! Defeat your greatest foes with the most powerful spells. Animated spells are back, with level 6 to 9. Each spell card features 8 frames of looping animation that makes the spell come to life, and contains all the spell details on the back. And for the first time, you can divine with a fully animated tarot card deck. Will you read Fortune or Folly? Jane! Heckna's reforming! Not on my watch! Meteor here, Swarm! Go to animatedspells.com and back the Kickstarter today.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. In the previous half, we overran a little. Two demonic, necrotic, skeleton unicorns and death attacked the party with a necromancer nearby. Who knows? We go back to the party after combat. The forest has returned to normal. And hey, thank you, chat, for gifting an advantage to Umir. You can use that at your discretion. And one for Madden.
Thank you, though. It was terrible. Were you expecting that?
I always expect a trap. That way I'm never surprised.
I mean, but not specifically like skeleton unicorns.
Well, no, not that specifically.
That's normally a trap is like, you know, people waiting around the corner,
Yeah.
or like a net, or like a rope on the ground, or
Yeah,
like
or bandits.
yeah.
Speaking of someone waiting around the corner, I think there's some business going on in this chamber here.
Wait, what?
Well, I got my pick up my bow and
We have another
knocking
advantage
her.
for Red. As you head into the east wing,
Thank you.
there is no longer any sign of the glyphs you saw floating in the air. As I mentioned before, there are skeletons around here, and there's skeletons, old fossils, some more plant life. There seems to be bigger here, bigger skeletons and things. There's an open window through which a gentle breeze tosses through. What would you like to do?
We should investigate. There was definitely something here. Do you think it might have fled through the window?
Well, it might have. Go look
What
at the
did-
window.
What exactly did you see?
Well, I heard chanting, and so I stepped in to challenge whatever miscreant was in here causing trouble, and I saw sort of a glow, like a red glow, as though there were glyphs that I was looking at from the side. I couldn't quite see what they were, and then I poofed to the plane of fiery doom, and the unicorn came with me. Don't know if that's the sort of thing that normally happens here.
Well, I don't normally go to school, so I would not know if magical chanting and fire unicorns are a normal thing at school.
Well, hasn't been in my experience, but I haven't been here long.
It wasn't normal when I used to go here all that week.
Umirs, does this happen a lot to you?
I haven't treated a lot of burns since I've been here. Are there any animals, bugs, insects around?
Yeah, there's, bugs and things around. There's nothing out of the ordinary there. What are you looking for?
I'm actually just looking for the bugs and insects because I'm going to speak with them.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. In fact, as you probe around, you can detect. It's not audible, really, to the normal ear. But as you specifically probe for bugs, you can hear from the wooden window frame there that looks slightly holy. There is in fact not anything as harsh as a woodworm. There's a woodworm in the window frame.
Okay, so I will say, hey, have you seen anything out of the ordinary besides us? Like anything that shouldn't be here?
Huh? Pine! Pine? Oak?
Is it good?
Yes! But it's not mahogany.
it's hard to keep the good stuff at school. The kids, you know. Did something go this way? Did something disturb your oak and pine?
Yeah, there was a shadow a little while back. Didn't touch the wood though.
Oh, that's good.
I'm taking up a cedarwood diet.
Oh, how's that going?
It's good. I cedar wood. I eat it.
Ah! That's a good one. I like you. Okay, you go back to your wood.
All right. Happy hunting.
So I will relay that a shadowy figure did go out the window without touching the wood.
Is there some kind of look into the astral thing in this? Like study the astral realm? I don't really know if that's...
There would
I
be
mean-
a spell.
You would have
Yeah,
to
that
have
would
the
be a spell. That would be a spell thing. But you could do a regular investigation check or arcana check to see if you can detect any hints of magic.
I'm gonna... Well, investigation is better, but I feel like I'm looking for arcana, so I'm gonna roll that, I guess.
Okay. On a 10, you can tell that some magic has been cast here and that it was conjuration, and also that it was different to the conjuration that transported you to the fire plane.
I relay that information.
Would anyone else like to do any checks around the room?
Red wants to go over to the window and look out it because he's kind of a Hawkeye, if you know what I mean, and see if he can perceive anything.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Ooh. 17.
17's pretty good. As you go over to the window and look around, you can look left, look right, and as you look right towards as the avium is rotating into view, you can see a small dark figure flying into one of the windows. Its shape, you can't make it out. It doesn't look like a bird floating on the wind or anything like that. It's like got long, drooping... Looks like it's maybe covered in cloth or something to hide its appearance. You also notice...
With a parasail.
You also notice on a 17... a black feather on the ground.
I'll pick that up.
This is
I
a
have evidence.
corvum wing feather.
This feather probably has some of its fingerprints, and now some of my fingerprints on it. We can use that to figure out which one it is.
We'll look for one that's missing a feather.
You're all around bird folk. You know they molt feathers every now and again.
Yes, but I keep my feathers numbered for just such an occasion.
Any other checks anyone would like to make?
The only thing I would be good, the only thing Sunny would be good at and want to do is like tracking. So is there, since we have now acknowledged that, okay, Red is holding up a black feather, and you know, Umir said that someone went this way, and can I go outside and try and find tracks, like, and where they lead?
You
Is
can
that
head
possible?
out. You can head outside and look for tracks if you like.
Now,
I don't like how you're saying that.
Don't go out the window because it's a drop straight out there.
No, I was gonna go like walk. That's why I would
Oh,
like
outside
to go.
on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're all looking in here, I'm gonna go look outside. See where they went.
Sure thing. Give me a survival check.
21.
Ah!
On a
Ha!
21, outside you can find a
Trouble.
large, three-toed, 4 if you count the back one, footprint that would fit an average-sized bird person. Difficult to say what race. Aw, thank you, Ken.
Rude. Kent. There's feet. There's feet. These are feet.
We've got a
You'll-
black feather, and we've got bird feet.
Also notice that the bones are not horse bones.
Oh dang! This definitely wasn't a horse.
Yeah, no, this is merely bird folk bones that have been arranged to look like a horse.
Oh wait.
That's somewhat dreadful.
That's not
Wait,
nice.
what?
Yeah.
That's not nice at all.
You recognize
Wait.
the long horn as just a straight talon. You see the other bird folk thing as like fossilized bones.
It was never a unicorn.
Didn't seem like a unicorn. I'm not terribly surprised. But this is
I can't believe
moderately horrific.
we didn't even fight. I know. I was gonna tell everyone I fought a unicorn, and now I can't tell them that. This is terrible.
I'd
It's a
I'd bump that up a little higher than moderate. I don't know what to do. Do any of you two have any kind of magic that would? Because I know it does a bunch of stuff that could tell us like who made the horsefly.
So,
Well-
correct me if I'm wrong. Who had high perception checks? Was it Umir and Red?
Yeah, I think we both had a 14.
Well, since we've
Yeah.
all dove straight into the looking for magic, looking outside, and tracking outside, I think one of you with that high perception check might trip over a scroll on the floor in this room that no one looked at.
Let Umir do it.
Umir, you kick your toe against a scroll. It rolls against the wall.
Oh, what's this? I'll pick it up and say, look, a scroll.
What's it say?
The scroll has necrotic runes on the outside, written in blood by the looks of it, that glow faintly.
Oh, let's be careful with that.
Looks very dangerous. Which one of you wants to read it?
I'm kind of tuckered out from fighting drift and unicorns and stuff. You go ahead. You've got more education than I do.
Well, can I examine it first? If we take... Okay, sorry I didn't mean that to show up. I could perhaps use identify if we'd be willing to wait for a bit. Oh, but I don't have a pearl worth 100 gold pieces.
Sure you do. You keep one in your back pocket.
Okay. Fortunately, I have this pearl. It's worth 100 gold pieces.
Wait. Let's not be too hasty. If that pearl's worth 100 gold pieces, maybe you should keep it.
My family farms oysters, river oysters. And so
Okay,
they're-
that's like nothing to you. Okay, cool. All right.
they're-
Well, in that case, can I borrow some pearls?
A minute later. First of all, as you cast Identify, certain things happen to the scroll. It reveals certain things of ownership, and this scroll is owned by the lower library.
Oh,
It belongs in the lower library. It has the seal of belonging there. That's where it's supposed to reside. It looks as though it even has on the corner little chain marks. It looks as though it's supposed to be chained down. Your Identify spell will identify this as a scroll. It is a scroll designed for powerful necrotic energy to control. Designed to control large numbers of simple undead, such as the avium servitor skeletons. And you can also tell, since you've burned a spell slot on this, that looks to have been altered by a highly skilled mage to be more effective. It's essentially a scroll of control minor skeletons plus free.
Oh, wow.
And yes, it looks like it's forbidden to leave the library. Chained things usually aren't supposed to leave.
I'll convey that information. And I think I did cast that. Again, I don't know much about Dungeons & Dragons, but I think I cast that as a ritual spell because I didn't have it.
Oh, I see.
Repair bear.
Yeah, sure. 10 minutes.
Which takes
Still,
like a
that's the equivalent of a spell slot. Yeah.
Okay, I was just to make sure because I didn't actually prepare it.
Yeah, you're all good.
Okay. Cool. I'm all good.
So yeah, that's what you learn. It's designed for doing pretty much what the professor of necromancy's job is.
Convey all this information to everybody. It's certainly not supposed to be here in the terrarium, being used to ambush investigators.
There's somebody here in this school that keeps sending undead critters up against us. And we got to figure out which one it is. You got any ideas?
Don't, but I will say I don't think the Professor Nightseed needs to use a scroll to do this sort of thing.
No.
Oh. So it's
I think she
not?
would just.
Well, and the undead critters is getting tougher and tougher every time they send us against us. Next thing you know, they're going to be the school's undead marching band come in here and just wail away at us with drumsticks.
I don't
Terrible.
like the sound of that.
Well, I'm just
body strength with the.
That's just a
drummers.
guess.
Okay, so currently it seems like there's a lot of evidence pointing to that it's that the professor, but it doesn't make sense that it's the professor. So should we go and talk to the professor? Is that the best thing we could do here? Maybe let's go right now and check if her feet are muddy, because we just saw those muddy tracks, and if her feet are muddy, then it's her.
That's
But
true.
if they're not, then it's not her.
That's a good plan.
We could also consult with the library to see, find out why they're missing a scroll.
Yeah.
That's another good plan. See, I know you guys would come in handy.
From being around the school, would we know if the professor had any rivals?
Ooh, that's a good question.
They don't seem to have any rivals. They get on reasonably well with the other professors, if somewhat awkward. They tend to seclude themselves a lot in the study of dark necromantic energy, which not many people want to be around, funnily enough, except for the odd student that's going through an emo stage. So they I think actually this professor is another like Red, a rooster-like, chicken-like creature, which is officially called a.
Red is a hawk, I'll have you know. He is not a rooster or a chicken.
I beg your pardon.
I was gonna say, Red looks like this. He's a little raptor
not
ranger.
a raptor. My bad. The one right next to it in the book, the gallus. They're a gallus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's like a chicken or a pheasant type.
Yeah. There's the professor.
The chicken tenders.
The chicken tenders. Yep.
So
that's the necromancy teacher.
That's the
professor?
necromancy teacher. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the Corvum. Who's the Corvum one?
That was the one in the library we were searching through.
Oh.
I think,
that was
wasn't
Professor Ravane, the diviner.
Yeah, and I've already accused him of doing it.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was asking about.
Well,
Yeah.
we did just find a feather.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it couldn't be him because I thought that he. Okay, I thought it was the wrong one. Okay. So do we want to go to the library first, or do we want to go?
I feel like the library is a good place to start. See if we
Yeah.
can find any evidence of who broke in and took the scroll.
And I think somebody's trying to frame the necromancy teacher. I
Yeah,
don't think it's not adding up.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go see. Let's go see. You know what? It's never the most obvious person anyway.
It's always the butler.
Yeah, except when there's a butler, then it's always the butler.
Except all the butlers here are zombies or skeletons. So.
Well, and they're definitely guilty.
Well, they're in on it. We know that.
Of course, you have been fighting from midnight, and the fight was surprisingly short. It's currently around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Let's go make a lot of ruckus through the
Yeah,
school
yeah.
now at 1 in the morning, please.
That is something
Everyone's
that
sleeping.
Sunny is excellent at. Making
Bang,
ruckus.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Oh no, your boots would make it quiet.
Yeah, I actually am silent now because I have all boots of all kind. Ha! Let me see.
So where would you like to go? Would you like to go to the library at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Well,
I still want to go to the. I would still want to check it out.
do we know if
I'm
there'll be a
not-
librarian there at 1 o'clock in the morning? Is it like a night librarian?
Umir and Maiden would be aware that students take on stewardship in the night, but they don't have access to any of the lower sections. They only run like the normal, like, oh, you want to do some midnight studying? Sure. Oh, you've got an exam tomorrow and you haven't done anything yet and you want to spend all night in the library doing it? Sure, we'll stay here.
Well,
Hashtag Scratticus.
probably. Yeah. Probably Umir and Maiden should probably know this better since they live here of what to do next, I think. That's what Red says.
I think we should have a biscuit and some tea and go to bed. It's terribly late.
What? You want to go to bed? But, okay, well, some of us have been asleep for like a week and are just like ready to go.
And there's heroing to be done. You can't go to sleep when there's heroing to be done.
You can go to sleep later. It's just,
Yeah.
you know.
Naps are very important.
Yeah, okay, well, just take extra naps tomorrow. We'll use today, take tomorrow's time and put it in today, and then just move all the stuff over, and then just do sleep, nap, sleep tomorrow, okay?
That's exactly how that works.
It's exactly how it works.
Store it up.
Yeah.
Okay, now have I accidentally made hashtag Scratticus a thing? Shit. Okay. So you can do this if you like. You can head down to the library right now, or you can head to bed. Which one would you decide to do as a group?
I vote library.
I vote library.
Oh, well, I suppose I'll tag along then. I do want to find out what's going on.
Library.
Yeah.
There we go.
I gotta stick with my patient.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
So in the library.
Getting a costume change. I love it.
I love your props. That's always
Thanks.
fun.
So good.
There is a young Strig. No, not a Strig. A young Vulpin in the library who has dyed their fur blacks and greys. And they're wearing a long cloak. Right. Student pass, please.
Oh, of course.
Okay. The lower sections are our bounds until the morning. Feel free to use this area to study or collect books.
Naturally. Thank you.
Well, what you don't understand here is Sana and me are heroes of whatever. I forgot the word.
Humblewood?
Humblewood, thank you. Good Lord. Yeah, I've played this before. We're heroes of Humblewood, and we demand access.
I'm sorry, I don't respect the authority of ideologies.
Do you respect the fact I killed Death earlier this evening?
That's true.
You
So
did.
like, what? No one can die now? Isn't that going to cause like major repercussions?
I don't know. We can test it out on you.
Oh,
He's threatening this poor kid.
I am. Red has had a traumatic couple of days, and his
That's
patience
true.
is thin.
I mean, you could do that, but like, just think it'd be a wasted exercise. Besides, I
Yeah.
just work here.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so you know it'd be like cool and very anti-establishment would be you looking the other way whilst we go downstairs. I mean, you already have the
Yeah.
advantage of I don't know how you're seeing through your hair right now.
I mean, you can keep talking to us, or you can go back and do what you want. So I'd like to try to use persuasion,
Ooh,
Yeah?
good plan.
right? And you know, it's you know, you're probably being forced to do this. You don't really want to be here. You can just go do your thing. We're trying to help out the school.
And-
Who's your favorite professor?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
And as you're looking at this creature, you can see when they talk that it looks like their front two canines have been sharpened a little.
Oh man.
I got a 15.
No, actually, I prefer to work at night anyway. It's the sun isn't good for me. But look, I'll look the other way. You can head down to the lower library, but good luck getting past the defenses.
Wait, what are the defenses? Hey, wait. What are the defenses?
Oh, now you care?
I mean, no, but you know, just if you wanted to tell us.
All right. Well,
Yes.
I heard that if you go into the doors at night, then like skeletons are summoned to like take you back to your dorm room.
oh,
Oh man, we just killed like a bunch of skeletons, so I think we're okay. And also death. I point to Red.
Yeah.
it's true.
We could just use the scroll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, whatever. Okay. I just
We just work
I'm just
here.
gonna look at that over that way, and you can look over that way while I help myself to this thing over here. And they turn back to what looks like a bottle of contraband.
Oh,
Fair enough. Let's go, everyone.
and
Scuttle.
Red hesitates a minute and goes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to threaten you like that. I just had a rough couple of days, and I just get frustrated and all. I just don't worry about it.
It's
And then
alright,
I'll
I'm
follow after.
used to this behavior from authoritarians in this system.
Right.
As you walk away, you hear him go, oh, heroes.
And Red only understood about 2 of those words, so
You can head towards the lower library doors.
we good.
Okay.
Yep, they
Do
are
it.
barred with a big lock.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, who's good at locks?
I think Sonny has a tool that'll open that.
Hey,
If no one wants to do it in a finesse sort of fashion, I can certainly try to do it.
I don't have a way to do it.
Can I attempt to smash the lock? I guess.
By all means. Unless someone would like to intervene.
Wait, I don't know if property destruction is going to.
Does anyone have a better plan? I hold up to bash the butt of my.
I edge the other 2 back away from so Sonny can take a good swing at it.
I'm going to use my lock picking tools unless anyone has a better plan.
Are students able to get into the lower level in the morning, like during the day?
They need a pass from a staff member.
I think we could probably just get a pass if we waited just a few
Yeah.
hours.
But that ain't our technique. Go ahead, Sonny.
Smash!
I try.
roll me an attack.
We're gonna.
23.
On a 23, your greatsword hits this lock heavily, and little blue lights start flashing at the top of the doors. A minor illusion is cast that says it's the librarian Mordain, and you quickly realize that it is a conjured message. There was Mordain the Strig.
Oh, he looks like a librarian.
Yep. Sort of white and grey hair and big rings that go around his eyes with like sort of a double mustache around the inside of his small beak. Congratulations, student. You have just succeeded in waking up myself, the dean, and most of the faculty staff. They will be on their way shortly as alarms are ringing in their offices. I hope you have a good reason for being here, or else you are in grave danger.
I smash again.
The door swings open.
I go inside.
And as you go inside, I think that might just about be where we wrap up for this week. Do Umir and, seeing this alarm, do Umir and Maiden hang around?
This might be where you beat a hasty retreat. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I don't know that he would turn tail and run because he's been seen going down.
Yeah.
With these miscreants.
Miscreants.
He would probably just freeze.
Red will own up to that. Miscreant. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll work out that one next week. Go on.
Which one of us has the scroll?
Umir.
Ooh.
Okay, so I would hand it to Sunny or Red, whoever is closest to me, and just say, I'm sure the librarian and the dean and everyone would be very interested to know that this has been taken from here.
Good point.
Don't worry, you guys won't get in trouble. We'll take the fall for this. We're heroes of Humblewood, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Nothing will happen to us.
Anyways, that alarm said it was just for students. We're not students here,
Yeah.
so it doesn't apply to us.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I'm
don't
sure
even go here.
when they arrive, I'm sure we can explain what happened and everything will be fine. I'll just talk with them and understand about those terrible creatures in the terrarium.
Yeah.
Well, that's always nice to have witnesses. For some reason, nobody ever believes me and Sonny all the stuff we've done.
Okay. We will see what happens with the professor and everything next week. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been Heroes of Humblewood, a sponsored game from our sponsors, the Deck of Many Things. Or the Deck of Many, rather. If you haven't, there it is. Look at that. They currently have a Kickstarter running for yes. Stay tuned, because after these announcements, there'll be an after credits thing. They currently have a Kickstarter running for level 6 to 9 spell cards and some tarot cards as well. Go and check out all of that. Also, check out Mage Hand Press, who run 5e expansions for D&D and other TTRPGs. You can get all of their stuff for 25% discount at the moment. All of their PDFs, sorry, for 25% discount to support physical distancing. Also, check out Hero Forge, where you can see us on Wednesdays making their minis using their mini creation tool. Lastly, but most certainly not leastly, check out Dungeon Fog, where you can go and do all of your map making in one spot. You've got there's a grid. You can put like top-down maps in there, loads of assets that you can put in to fill out your map creations, and your DM notes get updated automatically while you're doing it. We're going to go round. We're going to say hello to everyone, and there'll be an after credits scene as well. So let's go the other way around and start with Jess.
Hi, I'm Jess. Totally not getting up to trouble as Sunny. Oh, this game was so much fun. Thank you all for playing. This was a ton of fun. It was very fun fighting skeletal, not unicorns with you, it turns out. But yeah, this is awesome. My name is Jess. You can find me at @go_JG in all the places on Twitch, on Twitter, Instagram, itch.io. If you like weird little indie games, I make those sometimes, and totally come hang out with me on stream sometimes over on my Twitch channel, where we play all sorts of video games and a lot of indie TTRPGs. We do regular Fiasco Fridays, an indie game spotlight, and Blades in the Dark is another one we do. You can also watch Blades in the Dark here right before this one. Go into Duskfall, which is such a broody, moody world, but such cool mechanics in that game. Check it out.
Fantastic.
The librarian kid probably plays it.
Yeah, totally. Oh my god, the librarian kid totally plays it.
Actually, I totally play 10 Candles. Thank you.
Oh my god, yes.
So, yes, thank you so much, Jess. Next around, we have Paul Kiter.
Hi. It was a real pleasure to be able to play here with everyone. I had a lot of fun. Who knew woodworms would be such great conversationalists? So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Paul_Kiter. That's about it, I think. Thanks again.
Thank you, Paul. It's been amazing. Next around the screen, we have Mark M. Watt. Mark.
Hey, this was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on. I'm on Mark and Watt, mostly on Twitter, and mostly what I talk about there is Earth Dawn and 1879, which is like a steampunk game, and I have guest players on that all the time, which is probably the thing that's most interesting for that account. And like I say, it was a lot of fun.
Fantastic. Sounds amazing. Sounds fantastic.
This is actually also the first time I've ever played Dungeons and Dragons, but I've played Earth Dawn for like 25 years.
Yeah, I could tell that definitely. Like, your roleplay skills are definitely there, and like, we don't worry about the rules over here, you know. If it's cool, we'll do it. Last but most certainly not least around the screen, we have Blind Temple.
Hey everybody, I'm Blind Temple at Blind Temple on Twitter. I do blind accessibility stuff. I do free accessibility passes for creators. So if you got something you want to know if a blind person can use it or not, contact me and I'll do it for you. Once again, I got Ask Me Anything on Monday, all day Monday on Twitter. If you have any questions about blind guy stuff, I'll try and answer your questions. And you guys were great. This was a lot of fun. Thanks.
So it's a couple of days after this ruckus, when things have calmed down again for Umir. His adventures with the heroes of Alderheart were interesting, but maybe they were glad to get back to not breaking everything. You receive a letter, Umir.
Okay.
It's from your sister. Apparently, your parents have come into a possession of a place with enough gold to pay off not only all of your own medical exam fees and loans and all the rest of it, but all the rest of your siblings and anything that your parents have got going on as well. It's a life changer. However, this mine that they have discovered is inhabited by strange creatures that they need your help to evacuate.
I will go and do my best to emulate the heroes that I have just adventured with.
Oh, you're in trouble.
So we fade to black on Paul Kiter packing up a satchel with a song in his heart and the heroes of Humblewood on his mind. Well, everyone, I think that's going to be it for this week. Thank you very much. We will not be running Urban Shadows as normal this week after today's session. We're taking a week's break. So you can find that next week. So we will very shortly be going on a raid, and I'd very much appreciate it if you came with. Do you know what? Who's feeling hype in chat? Is anyone feeling hype? Can I get some hype emotes in chat? Can you pop some hype emotes for me? Let's get some hype in chat. Until next time, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions. We'll see you later on.
Bye, buddy.
Paige looks around in a room. Is there any sort of like, I don't know, baking oven timer or something?